talked about Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, or Killer Tomatoes, as Will try to convince me. I'm just kind of all around, man. So just, throw my name in there, search it, and see what happens.
Okay. Jet ski action scenes.
That's right. I apologize. Recently looked at jet ski action scenes, and I'm not saying we're going to look at bathroom fights pretty soon, but I feel like we're going to look at bathroom fights pretty soon over on Mark's podcast.
Movies.
I thought that's where you were going to throw your name in there and talk about
Give me my jet ski.
Other countries, but
Jet Ski Doctors, starring Tom Waits and Nick Nolte.
Yes.
Where's my jet ski?
My jet ski's over here, Tom.
Get me to the water.
Nick, how common is the surname Rehak in America? Because I was watching an episode of Angel recently, and there's a moving company called Rehak Moving. They have a van. It's not mentioned. It's just what the characters are driving. And I know you're a friend of mine. I was like, my God, it says Rehak Moving. Is it a real company? Is that your uncle?
Existed. I didn't know that existed. So A, that's really cool. B, there's actually a one-off line in a random ass episode of Friends where Phoebe says, "Cancel my appointment with Mr. Rehak." I was like, what? And I had to rewind it and see what she actually said, and she said it, so that was pretty cool. My dad's cousin Jimmy owns a marina and a pier building business, and he's built piers up and down the Mid-Atlantic region, so that's pretty cool. Outside of that, we're just kind of clustered here in southeast Baltimore. Rehak is a common name in the Czech Republic, so that's fun.
Okay.
That's all I got.
That's what we learned today. Good. So, listeners, you can continue to follow this and find this podcast on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Deep Blue Sea Pod. Email us deepblueseapod@gmail.com. None of that has changed. We've added a 2 to nothing. We're the Deep Blue Sea franchise. And you can find more of my writing over at lifeversusfilm.com, Life vs Film, where I'm going through the 1001 movies you must see before you die list, and numerous other lists as well. I've got an upcoming review for Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, which I watched for the first time. It's not on the 1001 list, but it's on another list. And I do a monthly trivia podcast over on the LAM, the Lodge Association of Movie Blogs. The Lambcast is their podcasting feed. I used to host the Lambcast, now I just host this monthly trivia show, which is fun. And if you have a film podcast or a blog, or just like writing reviews, then get in touch with us over at the LAM, largeassmovieblogs.com. Come join us. We're a fun online community of movie blogs. Mark, what have you got?
Yeah, you can go to moviesfilmsandflix.com, Movies, Films, and FLIX. Check out all the reviews, weird data. I'm finally releasing my Before Sunset trilogy, Lord of the Rings trilogy, Walking Peace I've been talking about forever. You can listen to the podcast. We just jumped back to number 2 in Romania. We're fighting back over there, so hello to all the Romanians. Also, we're, Jay, we just did a huge jump in Sweden, so Deep Blue Sea, the podcast, is really crushing it right there.
Excellent.
In Sweden, so hello to all our... also, Spain. We had a big jump in Spain, too, so hello to everybody out there. And let's see, go to Rotten Tomatoes. I just wrote an article about movie posters, rom-com posters. Type in Mark Hoffmeyer, Rotten Tomatoes. You can read those. I also work on the podcast, Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong. I also work on the Versus videos. You can watch those on YouTube or Peacock. And then Film Theory, I have a video coming out. If this is a few weeks, I think I should have one about Minions. So type in Mark Hoffmeyer Film Theory, and you'll be able to see my Minions video. And that's it, yeah.
Excellent. Well, come back next week as we continue. We are 10% through Deep Blue Sea. Next week will be 20% as we follow the further adventures of Dr. Misty Calhoun. But as for this week's show, this has been Chapter 1 of Deep Blue Sea 2. We've begun. We can't finish now until we are done. The journey has begun. So, Nick, thank you for joining us.
No, thank you guys so much. I love being on the show, and I can't even find the words.
Get me to my jet ski.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
As for this week's show, I have been Jay Cluett.
And I'm Trent Slater. Slater Trent. Mark Hoffmeyer.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
I gotta get out of here. Tom, he calls his jet ski Mr. Pocket.
I got patience waiting.
I got a big tuna. I
gotta tune a washing machine for my next song.